is ready to help Texas hook 'em. A late season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Longhorns offense will get the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Quick strike complete. Nice move. Creates some space. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. They move the tight end all over. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He'll just keep slinging it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The Longhorns have this offense rolling. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The give to the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Smith wants to throw. He makes the connection. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up. On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Picked up 6 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So Alabama's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game?
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
That's going to be the challenge for this offense tonight, is holding up against this pass rush. They are one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their ability to get pressure on the quarterback. They're going to have to do a much better job tonight protecting their guy, or they've got no shot.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Give to the single back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Fast motion from the offense. A little release to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? In the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. 2nd and goal for the offense. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Fair catch, called for and made. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Texas! They got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's going to try, and he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Give to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
Offense facing fourth down.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. At the 35, he's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Spins away. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now on second and goal. Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Longhorn!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they could put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Makes the grab on the left. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They're going to throw it again. Buying some time. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal.
29 Philly. 2.
Trying to slam in. Jumped on top of the pile.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Texas offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Oh, he faked the spike. He's going to throw it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Smith dropping to pass. Skips away from pressure. At midfield, he's got room. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Buys a little time. Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Coming after him. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And we have to start our report with acknowledging the play of that quarterback. There's a reason why he's part of the Heisman conversation and why scouts at the next level are so excited about this young man. He's the leader of that offense. He has presence there in that pocket. He has a cannon for an arm. What else do you want?
And the Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Own fumbled. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. This time it's complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Here we go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Really nice focus by his sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big hit.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Smith wants to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to scramble. Slips a tackle. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Setting up the screen. Puts one in the spin cycle. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wide receiver shows motion. Pulls it and fires to the left. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They'll run it from the gun. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. They're bringing heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They're trying to get to him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. The Mad Hatter lives. Les Miles, back from oblivion, fakes. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Here on 3rd down for this offense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. He's got him this time. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll run it from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
To give to the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
1st down here for the offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone? From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
The pull and throw off the RPO.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're testing the right side here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Heaves it on the run. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Snagged on the outside. It's Abraham. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Wide out in motion. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they got him. A sack denies to try to convert on 4th down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. At the 45, on its way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. They'll give it to him again. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup for the defense cuts him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to.
And the blitz gets to him just like that. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback will audible. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a grab enough for the first. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, hit the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Feeling some heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Throws to the tight end. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be 1st down for this offense. They'll run the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Floating away. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Smith wants to throw. Makes the grab. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Touchdown, Texans! And the pummeling has started. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. He
hurls one deep down the left side. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.